Nationalism is not patriotism. There's a lot of people in this country, my demographic, that don't want to see actual American history. I have family. 4th of July, New Year's, we're the best to the best to the best, sir. Nothing even comes close. No one's even close. We're the best country in the entire galaxy. They don't want to see what this country is. It's actually never been great for anybody except my demographic. Let's look at the actual history of America instead of the whitewashed history. Let's start at the Middle Passage, when we stole black people and forced them over here on boats for years. 1.2 to 1.4 million of them passed away on the boats. Starvation, sickness, illness. The bull sharks would actually follow the slave ships for when they threw the bodies overboard. And once they got here, we forced them, we shackled them. When they didn't listen, we put them in vats of hot sugar, and then we whipped them if they wouldn't shut up. And if that wasn't enough, we would hang them up in trees by the thousands. And they would sit there while white people dressed up and went to church. Jim Crow, Black Wall Street. God forbid black people get ahead. Nope, the white man's going to burn that down. We're going to put our thumb on you and make sure. Virginia, which is why we created the Second Amendment. And for you white people, I don't really care if you like it or not. That's just the damn truth. If you don't like it, you can ship your ass back to England. Virginia wanted militias so they would prevent black people from getting their freedoms. God forbid a human being that was made in the image of God as a white man want to be free. Yeah, I know. The audacity, right? And then when we designed this country in 1787, what did we say? Well, first of all, the founding fathers that were racist pieces of human garbage owned black people. Literally owned them like cattle. And they said, you know what? You're only worth three-fifths of a white man. But you better be thankful for living in this country. It's great, you hear me? And then it was designed for only 21-year-old landowning white men to have rights. Even in the 1860s, the Supreme Court said that black people weren't even citizens. They had been here for hundreds of years. And even after that, nope, sorry, you're the wrong demographic, even though you're born here. And then we have the Native Americans, who were peaceful, wonderful people. And that human pile of garbage, Andrew Jackson, may he rot in hell. We made all these treaties with the Native Americans, 321, I believe. And then he broke them all because he just wanted the white man here. So over the course of about 5 years, there was something called the Trail of Tears. These peaceful people, pregnant, young, babies, old, sick, had to walk 1,200 miles to what's now known as Oklahoma. About 100,000 of them. Between 12 and 16,000 died. Can you imagine? Families, young people, old people walking, just dead. And then what did we do as white people? We put a white man on a horse with a flag and a pistol, because nothing says I'm American like having a piece of metal, because it makes you feel like a real man. And you say, it's the westward expansion. We're the greatest in the world. Praise us, universe. We're the best. While those horses are riding over the corpses of Native Americans, primarily Cherokee and Lakota. Then you have Wounded Knee, that this alcoholic woman abuser, Pete Hegseth, this cosplay Christian, gave medals to 20 people. So let me tell you about this great country and this great Wounded Knee. The story goes, there was a guy named Black Coyote. These Lakota were there. They had already surrendered. There's 4 cannons around. And one of the soldiers thought they would bully them, because that's what the white man does, is bully anybody that's not like them. Came up, grabbed the gun, and it went off by accident. You know what happened? 250 Lakota died. The majority were women and children. And what does Pete Hegseth do? Oh yes, from 1890, they're heroes. Yeah, that sounds like real heroes. And then let's fast forward to concentration camps in the 30s and 40s. Over 1,800 died. Women couldn't vote till 1920? Women couldn't have credit till the 60s and couldn't have the right to divorce on their own until the 80s. And what do? We raise our kids in American flag diapers. We go to school. We tell them to worship it. You better love that flag. You're a patriot, you tell me. We're the best country in the world, and don't you ever tell anything otherwise. And we eat our Freedom Wheaties, and before we go to work, we feed our pet bald eagle, and then we sing God Bless America, and we polish the Constitution, and we have 48,000 flags on our truck, and we polish our guns because that's American. No, that's nationalism. And the problem is, too many people view that flag as a symbol of freedom instead of taking 5 seconds to realize that it's a symbol of oppression for anybody that doesn't look like me. And the reality is, we've never been a great nation for everybody. And if you think that everything I just told you is a great Christian nation, then I don't want no part of it. And I say that as a person of faith. If this was a great Christian nation, we would have never told black people not to sit in the same church, or drink from the same water fountain, or sit on the same bus, or put them up in trees, or feed them to fucking alligators, or force them to be slaves and whip them. Sounds like a great Christian nation. Weren't we all created in the image of God? Were we not created equal? Sounds like a great Christian nation. Where literally everybody that doesn't look like a white man. It sure looks like there's only one demographic. So next time you say, we're the best of the best of the best, why don't you think about who it was good for? Because if you're not white, it was never great for you. And until we address that actual history, we will never be a great country until we address the original sin of this country, which is white supremacy.